Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a currently inked for you. Some of the pens you actually saw in my last currently inked video. I've been super slow to empty them out, but there are some new pens in the mix and I would love to show you. So let's switch a shot and go for it. All right, here's my journal. I'm gonna use it as a backsplash and of course as a note-taking thing to write down which pens I've inked. Because I'm gonna go like this. And I thought I didn't have that many pens inked. Turns out I do kind of have a lot of pens inked. I am currently looking at 8. And then I'm not gonna count James's pen because I have not been using that. Some of them, as I said before, you've already seen, but we're still gonna go through them really quickly. And yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna start with 2 that I'm pretty sure you've seen in my last video. And I've just been really slow about emptying them. These 2 have the same Sailor ink in them. They're cartridges, and they're still inked because I don't want to throw away the ink in them. I like the ink in the cartridges, and also the cartridges were really expensive, so they've been just sitting inked. I do use the Zoom one quite a lot because I just really enjoy writing with it. This is such a fine nib that it won't, like, this is never ending. But yeah, let's go to a writing sample of these 2. All right, we're starting with the Pocket Sailor, the 21K one. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit and pull it back. And we're posting it because it is a Sailor pocket pen. Sailor Pocket 21K. And I would say this is a fine nib, or an extra fine actually. A extra fine with Sailor. And I think it's Shimoyo. And it's a really nice ink. It's like blue-gray. And I really like it, but I just don't like gravitate towards this pen very much. Probably because it is so fine. So for journaling, I don't really use it. And then I haven't been bringing fountain pens to work. I probably should, but maybe I'll do that so it gets used. And then same ink, different pen. So I checked my last currently inked. I had this in a different Pro Gear with a broad nib. This is the Nebula. This is my Nebula with a zoom nib, and it's my favorite Sailor nib. It's just so lovely. Sailor Pro Gear Slim. And as you can see, the ink looks very different in this pen. It is just hot. Nib, Sailor, moving the journal. And then I'll do the smudgy thing. As you can see, that is quite similar, but in the writing, this just looks really different. This is a zoom nib, so you can do finer, broader, and yeah, it's my favorite Sailor nib, just officially. This one is like, this one is gonna go dry. Next time you won't see this. Not sure about the pocket pen. All right. I'll grab my Twisbee Mini AL, and this is the blue one. I have a shimmer ink in here. It's Dominant Industry Sunset. I had this in a different pen before and I'm still like super obsessed with it. It's really pretty. I should do an ink video. Nib on this pen is a Faber-Castell nib, a Faber-Castell broad. I have a video on how you can put Faber-Castell nibs in Twisbee pens. I can link it below so you can see it. Normally I don't really go for super light purpley colors, but this one is really lovely. Twisbee Mini with a Faber broad, and the ink is Dominant Industry Sunset. And it's like this palish purple with coppery shimmer. It is very, very lovely. And I wish I could show you properly, but I'll have to do that in an ink video. You can definitely see, ooh, please focus, that shimmer in the barrel. It's gorgeous. Lovely, lovely writer. Does surprisingly well in this pen. Now, a pen that you know I love. It's a Lamy 2000. This is the vintage one. It's a delight to write with, and I've been actually writing with it quite a lot in my journal. It's been a joy to revisit it. Lamy 2000. This is my medium. And I don't know, I like my handwriting with this nib. Like when I take my time in my journal, I can like go very neat. The ink is Private Reserve. And I believe it's DC Super Show Blue. Not sure if you saw this last time, but it is a piston filler. Most of these are piston filler or vac filler, so they're quite full of ink. But this ink is really nice. It's a really good blue. The sheen's nice too. Love it. Love it. Oh, I forgot. I actually have an extra pen in here. I forgot about it. How dare I? Let's do that right away. This is a Opus pocket pen. Opus 88. This is the nap time pocket. And I did a video about this, and in the video I tried to switch the nibs on this to get a Twisbee nib in it. It didn't work out in the video, but I managed to get it on here. It was a very precarious situation. I had to really pull on it. So do this at your own risk. This is an Opus 88. I don't know why it's dry. Why are you dry? There you are. I wrote with this today, so don't know what's going on there. That's not great. Okay, where? Opus 88 pocket pen. Nap time. I think it's an Endless Pens exclusive. The ink is Diamine. Monbato's hat. I have it right here. Monbato's hat. It's a sheeny purple, which is like my favorite thing. There we are. My finger's gonna be so dirty. Which one next? Okay, a pen that you guys have never seen before. Well, that's not true. I have talked about the Wankai Mini, but this is a special Wankai Mini, and it's an ebonite version of this pen. I have a story to tell about this, but I will do that in a different video. But this is an ebonite version of the pen, and I'm going to post this one because it is really tiny. There we are. Let me see. This is the Wankai Mini in ebonite with a fine, extra fine nib. And the ink in here is Diamond Bilberry, which is like a blurple. I asked my husband to sniff this pen because to me it smells kind of like fire. It's really weird. Anyway, let us continue because my battery's dying. Pilot Custom 823, and it has the medium nib sticker, but surprise, it has an FA nib on here. I was cleaning this pen and then the nib just came out. It just happened. It's friction fit, so I wasn't like super worried about it. I just never had it happen before. Pilot Custom 823, FA nib. And I was like, we have another one that is currently not in use. Maybe I could switch the nib. So this is kind of my husband's nib. It's like a soft nib. It's fun to write with. Ink is Lamy Dark Lilac. I actually inked this to give to my husband because I was like, you gotta use it. Dark Lilac is the best purple ever. Okay. Pastel, pink, Twisbee Eco. The last two are Ecos, and I'm really enjoying these. This is a broad nib. This broad nib is not very broad, but that's okay. Twisbee Eco, broad. And this ink I got from a lovely friend for Christmas, and it is amazing. It's Ferris Wheel Press. Tanzanite Sky. There's a clear theme in my inks right now. They're all very like purpley and blue. Tanzanite Sky. It's wet enough to have like a little bit of sheen. I'm gonna tilt you guys a little bit, and then we're gonna do the last one, which is also Twisbee Eco, the jade one. I love this one. I think it's one of my favorites. And this, I think, also has a broad nib. The Twisbee broad, the Eco broad is great. Whoa, that's wet. Twisbee Eco broad. Look, this is a broad and this is a broad. How does that make sense? That's just stupid. Honestly, this is more a double broad than a broad. Twisbee Eco broad, Iroshizuku Yamabudo. And it's so sexy. Oh, look at that ink. But yeah, it's definitely a theme here. It's very blue and purple. And okay, honestly, I thought it was gonna be a really long video, but it's not that bad. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.